Blessings, you know what time it is. Another episode segment of A1 Forever Sports. I am Chris Tipmore once again here to talk about last night, man. I'm actually going to talk about a few things today, but first and foremost, definitely want to get into last night's game. I know the Warriors won 2 quarters and the Mavericks won 2 quarters, but the problem is the Mavericks never could really close the gap. I know a couple of their shooters were off, like Reggie Bullock, Pretty much, I know I won the award for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Equality Award and everything, and that's a great achievement. Just wanted to give that man his flowers for winning that award, because that is very important about preaching and teaching equality, as we all should be on that train by now. But moving forward, though, to the basketball game about Bullock, 0 for 10, 0 for 7 from 3. It's like, man, if he could have just hit a couple of those threes, at least makes it a more interesting game. Spencer Dinwiddie, he had 26, so that helped out a little bit. Also Luka had a pretty decent game. If I must say so myself, I say pretty decent, because at the end of the day, it still didn't get the job done. He shot 47%, but he was kind of out there by himself, him and Jalen Brunson. I know Jalen Brunson, he was like 58% from the field, 7 for 12, getting to where he wanted, shooting 50% from 3. I think Luka was 44% from 3 last night. And Luka ended up with 40 points, so with only 3 turnovers. So, but I know he would have preferred to get that W. It's just like the other night with Jaylen Brown. He had 40 points, but he had 7 turnovers. And it's just, and the loss. So it's just like, yeah, I had that, but we still lost. It was just pretty much just a 3-man show last night with Dinwiddie, Doncic, and Bronson. They got nothing from Bullock. They only got like 9 from Finney-Smith. That's not going to do it. You're not doing nothing. I mean, you're playing the Warriors, okay? So you got to bring everything every night. Maxi Kleber, he did not want to shoot. I was hearing Reggie Miller on his head last night about that too. I mean, because Reggie's telling the truth. Shoot the ball. But that's just another reason why, And then you have Steph getting his 47th career 30-point game. I think Clay turned up a little bit in the second half. He ended up having 19 points, finishing with 19 points. Jordan Poole had a quiet 10, but he had 2 big threes in the fourth quarter that really kind of like kept the momentum going. I know Dallas had got it down to like 6 or something like that. And then at the end of the shot clock, he made a big 3. They kind of just like push it back Golden State's way again, man. It was crazy, man. Andrew Wiggins, I'm going to talk about him in a second, but I wanted to get back to Steph Curry for a second. Look, 3. Now, let's just talk about that for a second. The man put in the work to be able to hit a shot like that. Have your mechanics on it, shoot the ball, and already know what it's going to do. So you're turning around, heading back, going the other way. That's something that he's been doing lately. He did it to Trae Young in the All-Star game. He's done it to other, stars and everything too. And me personally, I have a problem with Luka actually, I guess, getting upset about that or whatnot, because I'm kind of old school. I believe if you don't want somebody to do something, stop them, But how can you stop Steph Curry? People have been still trying to figure that out for a few seasons now when he has his pieces around him. So I was with Draymond on how Draymond's reaction was. I was with him because I'm just like, how you mad How are you mad? That's basketball. You've been chirping, they've been chirping, and it's just like, all right, it's time to play. And I'm gonna do what I do. And if you can't stop it, you're gonna hear my mouth. I don't understand, like, how can you, it's almost like you can dish it, but you can't take it. And so you're gonna have to get that together, man. I definitely feel like, since Steph shouldn't stop doing what he's doing, keep doing it. One thing about, if you're doing something someone can't stop, hey, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Ain't nobody out there to make no friends or anything like this. It's the playoffs for a chance to go to the NBA finals. And like I said, everyone was chirping. So when I go out here and I embarrass your team, don't get mad because you've been chirping. You know what I'm saying? We all have. The Warriors also scored 30 points in the fourth quarter with Steph Curry having 11 of them. It's too much Warriors, man. It's too much. They're up 3-0. I do kind of feel like Dallas is going to find a way to get a win. I hope I'm wrong about that, but it's just my gut feeling is telling me that game 4, Dallas is going to figure something out to be able to send this back to Oakland. But I really hope I'm wrong, and I say that only because we're only just delaying the inevitable. It's just we're delaying the inevitable. Yes, I would love to have an extra playoff game to watch, but it's like, when I already know what's going to happen, it's kind of like kills the mood and kills the excitement for me regardless. So we'll see about what happens with that. But I actually have a hats off award that I would like to present, and it is a hats off award, as a matter of fact. First, I would like to start with Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney, to me, is playing James Wiseman right out of town. What? Yeah. I mean, that's just how I feel. Yeah. He's playing James Wiseman right out of town. Wiseman has not been able to be on the floor. Looney has. He's available. He's a veteran. He's a pro. He has a game of 22 rebounds under his belt. He gives effort. And that's something you just can't replace. I don't care what the name is. You can't replace effort. He had 9 points and 12 rebounds last night, almost another double-double, just giving effort that the Warriors need. And he's been doing it all playoffs on the low. Just haven't been saying anything about him, but he's definitely been doing his thing. And also the second co-host of the Hats Off Award here.
Damn, feel like I hit the brinks, truly. Damn, feel like I hit the Loomis truck. Goddamn, A1 don't hit the done, but I hustle harder every day. I'm all about my cheese. Damn.
It's Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, he has been balling all playoffs, honestly. It's just things that he just been doing here and there, defense, points. He waits his turn. Wiggins can score, but the thing about it is that what Golden State has done they've put him with 2 other guys, really 3 if you include Jordan Poole. Put him with other guys who can score, so he doesn't have to do all the scoring like he has in the past. Coming out for Cleveland, he had a lot on him, about what his role was supposed to be. Minnesota, kind of the same. And remember when people was trying to, when Minnesota was trying to just shop out Andrew Wiggins, like they just wanted to get rid of him. And now look at him. So Andrew Wiggins and Kevon Looney both get my hats off award. Hats off to you, gentlemen. Keep it up. And you guys are going to be right there in the NBA Finals competing for another championship. Moving forward, I do want to say that dunk on Luka Doncic, And Drew, what's up? When on his head, huh? Put one down on his head. I really enjoyed that only because I didn't expect it, and I don't think anyone else did. I really think when Luka jumped, I don't think he thought that Drew was going for the actual dunk, maybe a layup, something like that, and maybe he could stop it. But I ain't never seen nobody flop in midair like that, too, by the way. Like, honestly, if they would have called that an offensive foul, man, I was gonna lose it. Man. I might have at NBA about that one. Great play. You know what I'm saying? Use the forearm to kind of, you know what I'm saying, block Luka, but Luka is bigger than Wiggins, okay? Let's just get that out the way. So he did this to kind of, you know what I'm saying, protect himself and go ahead and get the boom time. Boom time on your head, flopping in midair. I'm so glad that they called that what it was. And it was a dunk. It wasn't a foul on either player. Not a foul on either player. It was a dunk. And, you know, and it is what it is. You know, Luka was looking crazy. I seen his reaction to it. And I'm just like, what you looking crazy for, boy? You know, it is what it is. Boom time on your head. You know, it happens. Okay? You play basketball long enough, you're going to get dunked on. Or, you know what I'm saying, or something in that, you know, in that category. But I want to change gears here and talk about another subject. But before I do want to add that Golden State's rebounding this whole playoffs has been great. They have been on them boards. They won the points in the paint battle and the rebound battle last night. And that's another reason why they're in the position that they are. Because if it's on defense, they're limiting you to like one shot. And even if it's on offense, it's like they're able to get the ball back and, you know, saying go ahead and punish you for allowing them to get the ball back. But man, it's a great one, man. It's gonna be tough to beat them Warriors. I know the Mavericks may not necessarily be the best measuring stick, but I mean, I do feel like it's a good chance that they have probably been doing the Suns the same way. Maybe the Suns get a game though, you know, like game 2. Maybe the Suns might be able to pull that one out. Maybe. I'm not saying yes. I'm saying maybe. But I feel like Dallas doesn't have any chance. I feel like this series is over. There will be no game 7, none of that stuff like that for this series. No team has ever lost a series being up 3-0. I'm going to change gears right here and talk about a little bit about this NIL. Now, the NIL, me personally have been kind of chilling on it and just wanting to see what was going to happen, because everything with Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban, Deion Sanders, and just everybody that's dealing with it now. I think Kirby Smart even made some comments and everything as well. Now, I want to go ahead and just say the comments about Nick Saban, I know he was talking to his boosters, and I believe Deion Sanders does too, but you still put the black man in it. So he had to address you. He had to address you appropriately. Yeah, Nick, you made an apology, but the same way how you was public about what you said about other people, no matter who it is, you should have been public about that as well. I mean, that's just being a man. Not saying that Nick Saban is not a man. Never would say that. Don't even know him personally or nothing. But I will admit, it makes more sense that if you're wrong or you feel like you're wrong, you come out and you stand on that, you know? And the fact that he was in private, it just kind of like shows a little something. Nick Saban really did not remember that he was in that, you know, public setting. I seen clips of the video. I didn't watch the whole thing. But I do feel like he said some things that he possibly shouldn't have said at that particular time. And I mean, I know it's water under the bridge, but I mean, these NIL deals, I mean, when it was put in place, you had to know that it was going to go to the highest bidder, no matter what. This is what it's all about, the highest bidder. If I'm a prospect, and let's just say I come from the mud, the gutter, nothing, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better term, if no one get the previous two. If I'm coming from nothing and I have Alabama saying, all right, we got you $500K. Okay. And then I have Georgia saying, all right, we got you $350K, new home and a car. Okay. And then I have Texas A&M coming and saying, look, we got you a meal and a car. What am I going to do? Me coming from the mud, me coming from nothing, me coming from the gutter. I'm going to the highest bidder. If I'm not used to anything, I'm going to the highest bidder. It ain't nothing that you can do to stop that. You guys are football coaches. You guys got to do your job. It's accountability here. And you feel like you're going to get outbidded? Well, it seems like you need to tighten up your sales pitch, get with your boosters and whoever they're going to do what they're going to do, because this stuff is pretty much legal now. And it's almost like these coaches have a problem that it's legal now, because like, well, I don't want all these guys being able to get the guys that we used to get because everything is legal and stuff like that. They don't work like that. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If I'm a school and I can offer this student, this prospect, something that you can't, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to get this player here so we can win. You know? I mean, these NIL deals, these name and likeness deals is just something that should have been happened, but this was why you were worried about it, because you got people saying different things, people giving their opinions, people trying to throw salt on other people and talking about, what Jackson State supposedly did. But like Dion said, he's like, man, I don't even make a meal, but we're going to give a student a meal to come out here? It's far-fetched. I do admit, quite far-fetched, because I'm not going to lie to you. If the kids are getting paid more than the coaches, I don't want to be a coach at all. I need to get myself together and get out here on this field some kind of way, because he's making more than I am. My bad, y'all. My bad. And I almost forgot. It was a point in time to where Coach Saban was glorifying the fact that Bryce Young had like a $1 million deal or a 7-figure deal. We'll say 7 figures, a 7-figure deal, and hadn't even thrown a pass yet. So my thing is, even if these reports were true, how are you mad? It's almost fair ground now. And Coach Saban doesn't like that it's fair ground. I'm just going to call it what it is. Most of these big name coaches and big name schools, by the way, the money, the school keeps as much money as it possibly can too, by the way. That's all schools, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with that. But that's what it is. It's a level playing field for every school now. It all depends on what your boosters can and cannot provide. And that's where a lot of these coaches are going to be upset about. But I don't want to hear the crying. I just want you to do your job, because this is what you get paid all this money to do. If someone is coming to me and saying, hey, man, I need you to do this, this, that, and the third, and this is what I'm getting paid to do, I need to strategize. I need to seek out help. I need to do whatever I have to do in order to not only be a better coach, but also bring in my prospects, bring in my recruits. It's going to be somebody that's going to master this thing, and they're going to be able to still keep the ball rolling and still keep that train going down the tracks. I'm hoping me personally, if you want to ask me, I hoping it's Georgia that does it, but Alabama has some work to do. Texas A&M, every school has work to do. And I just feel like this whole NIL thing is pretty much boiling down to, I don't want these guys to have what I used to always have. I don't want these guys to be able to outbid me. So I need more money from you guys, speaking about the boosters. You want these national championships, you want these trains to keep going. I need more money, and I know I've asked you for so much, but I need more. That's pretty much what every coach is going to come down to end up saying at the end of the day. I need so I can get. And the thing about it is I can come along, or Coach Prime can come along and still be able to wheel someone away from an Alabama or a Georgia to come play for Jackson, to be with him, and it's the organization, everything that they're building. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go. I wonder if it's going to die down. I'm trying to see if any secrets are going to get put out. Highly doubt it, but it'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to hear. We can talk about it, debate about it, and all that and so forth. But that's all I have for today. Well, not for today. Got something later on. But that's all I have for now. Definitely will be back. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate it humbly. I promise you I can't do none of this stuff if no one watches, if no one subscribes, if no one cares, So I really appreciate everyone who stops by to the channel and who gives me a chance to talk sports and clarify. If you guys have any topics or anything you guys want me to discuss, please, if you have any of my social channels, please reach out to me. I will definitely cover it. I have some things in the works right now, a couple of requests right now that I'm working on. So I'm definitely going to get that content out to you guys. Thank you guys again. Peace and blessings. And you guys have a great one and be safe until next time.